Hey, cut the light. I swear I saw something move outside, and when I asked Colton to turn off the lights, I was not prepared for what we both saw.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Laid Back with another reaction, another review, another episode. Hey, TikTok, you up to bat. Bah. It's your boy Laid Back. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, two things we gotta do. You gotta hit that subscribe button. I'm drinking this water. You already know what it is, man. You are the prize in 2025. You are the prize in 2025. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Stay up to date with all the videos. We back with another reaction. We back. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget. We got another conspiracy paranormal videos going on in this one. You make it to the end of this one, you a real one for real. Make sure you put that in the comments. Also, make sure you share this with the last person you text in your phone, man. Don't forget to do that. Also, I got a TikTok playlist. If you into this stuff, you can binge watch, but I would say proceed with caution because it can get crazy. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. Fire Squad, what's popping? Let's get it.
Easily one of the weirdest videos I've ever seen. Check out this guy talking to no one.
Dispatch to 329.
What's going on with buddy?
329, go ahead.
Who are you talking to?
Yes, sir. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to a lady. I saw her walking by the store and she said she's looking for Mr. Griffin. Her name is Miss Abigail.
Ain't nobody there, bruh.
Did you say Miss Abigail?
Yes, ma'am. She says she wants to see Mr. Griffin, and I told her that the canvas is closed, that she should come tomorrow morning, and she might see Mr. Griffin.
Are you sure you're saying Miss Abigail? Like, she's been passed on for 2 years now.
Whoa.
Come again with that, please?
Miss Abigail is, she died 2 years ago.
You mean you can't see the person I'm talking to?
Nah.
No, there's nobody in front of you at all.
That had to be fake. That had to be fake, man.
A father takes his dog and his daughter out for a walk late at night, and, while recording them, captures something disturbing on camera. Mark Rosbach, the father who submitted the video, writes, "I was filming my daughter and dog playing, but then all of a sudden, my daughter sees something in between the buildings that were across from us. This is the footage that was caught."
Buddy sound like Nuke, I ain't gonna lie. What in the hell? What happened? I don't see it. Something floating, is that a witch? What is that?
In the distance, there appears to be someone or something floating above ground. It goes without saying, but Mark was left terrified when he saw this. Now, it wasn't until rewatching the footage a few days later that he spotted the mysterious figure. Immediately after seeing it, he thought he had captured a Kovitok, which is a mythic ghost-like entity that is said to roam all over Greenland. Whatever it was, Mark had been left unsettled by it, as well as others who've seen the footage, as it looks like a corpse that's floating in midair.
That looked crazy.
But of course, it could be something else. I'll let you come up with your own opinion, ghost or not. Feel free to let me know what you think.
Do your own research.
The video I'm about to show you is genuinely one of the most convincing and terrifying video footage evidence I've seen of a ghost or whatever this is. Check it out.
The fourth or fifth time I had watched the video, I noticed something in the corner of the room, which is actually my daughter's room. So I screenshotted it and I just zoomed in on it. My heart just dropped.
Nah.
I could feel my face, all the blood in my face ran. I mean, it scared me. It just looked like somebody watching me. I didn't sleep that night.
Here is a nice little screenshot of that in case you missed it. Yeah, that dude saw that in his house. Can you imagine seeing that? I would leave so fast, so fast. You would never ever see me in that house again, because that looks like a person with like a dead person. Like, I don't even know, but that looks like a humanoid thing, right? That's upside down. Like, I can't even look at it anymore. It freaks me out so bad.
In your daughter's room, bruh?
My daughter's sleeping with me in my bed tonight. She kept saying that she was really scared of something in her room.
Uh-oh.
I'm a little bit shaky. I don't know if you guys can tell, but...
The hell going on? Oh, turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. Oh no. What the hell going on around the corner? This music is crazy. Is that a hand laying on the... Why they got a fake hand on the table?
So this is the same toy that used to go off in the past. And it's always terrified me since. Because I would ask it questions and it would answer with noises.
Why do she have a hand? The hand moving. The hand moving.
With noises.
Look at the hand. Look. Hell nah.
It's late at night when a mother quickly grabs her phone to record this video. She lays in bed across from her daughter, who just told her a few hours ago that she was scared of sleeping in her room. According to the mother who sent me this, she was terribly shaken up by the events of that night. Something in her home had felt completely off, and she needed to record this. While taking this video, she captures this.
That's nuke, man. I don't care what nobody say.
Paranormal story time. This is by far one of the scariest paranormal stories that I've ever heard in my life. And I'm warning you right now, if you scare easily, do not watch this video. What I'm about to tell you had me scared for days. A young girl by the name Bella, she wanted to go to one of her cousin's houses, so she asked her mom, hey, can you drop me off? And her mom agreed and said, yes, I'll take you. When she gets to her cousin's house, two of her cousins are there, and their names are Maddie and Alyssa. The afternoon for these girls was filled with teenage joy. Like a typical girls' day, listening to music, gossiping, scrolling through social media, but boredom, as it often does, crept in. And one of Bella's cousins, Maddie, suggested they walk to a cemetery. Alyssa and Bella are like, no, we don't want to go. Maddie's persistent, like, come on, let's go, it'll be fun, a little spooky adventure. Maddie was persuasive enough and convinced Bella and Alyssa to come with her to the cemetery, which was about a 5 to 10 minute walk from the house. As the girls approached the cemetery, they went through the back entrance. They did not want to go through the front. As soon as they got there, Bella felt like they were not alone. Right off jump. She just felt so uncomfortable, like, she's like, we are not the only ones here, like, something is not right. And she didn't want to go anyway, so she was already on edge. For 30 minutes, they wandered amongst the tombstones. They started to have a good time. They're laughing, chit-chatting. At this time, it's around 6 to 7 p.m. And they were all alone, or so it seemed. And this is when Bella's phone rang. Bella looked down at her phone at the caller ID, and it says, Mom. Her mom, who just had earlier dropped her off at her cousin's house. She picked up the phone and she's like, hey mom, what's up? And this is when everything takes the creepiest turn. Her mom's like, Bella, where are you? Her mother's voice sounded frantic, almost strained. Bella's like, Mom, you dropped me off at Alyssa's. What are you talking about? Bella's confusion quickly turned to alarm. What? Like, what? Like, she's just so confused. Like, what the fuck just happened? Then Bella and her 2 cousins' phones all start glitching out at the same time.
What?
Their apps are closing in and out. The phones are coming on and turning off by themselves. All of their phones just started to not work. Then in the calling app that popped up on Bella's phone, it started entering in the number 24 over and over and over again. 24 flashing repeatedly on her screen. This is when Bella's heart dropped into her stomach. 24 was her cousin's basketball number who died in a car crash 3 years earlier. That's not even the craziest part of this story. Just wait. All 3 of the girls got up out of the cemetery very, very fast. They were heading back to Alyssa's house. And as they tried to leave the cemetery, a big branch from a tree fell like within 2 to 3 feet away from them and almost hit all of them. When they all got back to Alyssa's house, they sat in the front room and pretty much just went over the events that had just happened, and these young girls were obviously scared, as anybody would be. They all go to bed and wait until the next morning. The next morning, Bella is still shaken up, and she decides to call her mom. Her mom picks up and she's like, "Mom, about last night." Her mom's like, "Yes, sweetie?" She's like, "Why did you call me asking where I was? You knew you dropped me off at Alyssa's." And there was a long pause on the other end of the line. Her mom doesn't say anything. She's like, "Bella, honey, I didn't call you last night. I lost my phone, and I just found it this morning right before you called."
What?
Excuse me? Say what? What did you just say? Bella's like, "Then who called me then?"
Right.
Like it was your voice, like I spoke to you. And the question just hung in the air. Who called? For protection of the victims in this story, I did change their names. This story was submitted to me by a follower of mine. If you have a creepy paranormal story time that you would like to be told, you can DM me your story on Snapchat, Instagram, or here on TikTok at Crime Queen. You girls stay spooky, and I love you. I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, she was cute though. Crime Queen.
The couple is inside the kitchen when this is captured.
I don't want to keep hanging out with your friends.
I've seen this
that's
one
how
before.
it's gonna make me feel at the end of the day. Like it feels more like
they don't mean to
start
do that.
flying
They're
around.
not like planning on, you know. They
you
don't.
know how it feels to hang out with a group of people and they don't even want you there. Like
they do want you there.
But I'm only there
they want
because
you there. They like you.
First of all, he going back and forth with his girl regarding his friends. We know how sticky that can get. But for the people that have seen this, I'm gonna let it rock because there might be some people that's watching this video that haven't seen this clip in particular. So we're gonna go ahead and let it rock though. Let's go.
No, they don't.
That's the only reason.
They like me. They're my friends. But they're my but they like you a lot.
They're acting fucking rude to me.
They're not trying. That's just how they.
Mm-hmm. She said, "I'm out." You're like, what the fuck? Something going on in there. The noises in this video is crazy.
Just as the argument was getting intense, a plate from one of the cabinets falls on its own. Following that, another plate falls by itself, but not before being flung toward Damien. It's almost as though whatever had chucked it had done so to end the argument between the two. But, as if that wasn't creepy enough, this next video is by far the creepiest.
That's Nuke for sure.
Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. So the other day, a Reddit user posted this photo to Reddit. It's of his apartment at night. He had been complaining of hearing rustling noises in his apartment over the last couple nights. Many users thought they could kind of see something in this area of his kitchen, but I couldn't, so I looked at the brightened version. This is the photo brightened.
Whoa.
And I know what you're gonna say, yes it does look like Keanu Reeves, but look at how tall he is compared to the fridge. But it gets so much worse. This is a video he took of his apartment at night where you can see something happen to the light in the kitchen. But let's look at the brightened version.
What the hell? Something moving around in there. Oh, hell nah. No.
Yes, it's terrifying, but is it a ghost?
Great question. I don't know. What? An arrow hit the tree? Or you better turn the lights off. Bruh. Oh, turn them lights off. Oh, hell nah. Hell nah. Looks for his mom. Why he out there by himself? What'd he see? What'd he see?
While looking around for mom, this happens. Someone or something scares the living daylights out of him. He appears to see whatever it was that scared him, despite no one being there. But upon looking closely at this video, something was actually there. It was immediately after her son started running back into the house that a partial figure is seen. You can barely make out the figure before it disappears completely. Neither mom nor anyone in the family could explain this, but they were definitely spooked. She explains that one night, after returning home from work, her son came out of the house to greet her. He always does this whenever she comes back from work. She would honk her car horn while pulling into the driveway to let him know she was here. But one night, while her son walked outside to see if she was coming in, this is captured.
Hell nah, he out there by himself.
Hey, cut the light. I swear I saw something move outside, and when I asked Colton to turn off the lights, I was not prepared for what we both saw.
What you see? This conversation. If you have a weak stomach or are easily disturbed, we recommend you skip the following clip now.
Hey, cut the light. Dude, I swear to God, I just saw something run past, like, outside. Something moved. What is that? Do you see that right there?
Uh-oh, something about to pop out. Dude, he ain't about to get me.
What is that? Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving. What the fuck is that? Oh, dude.
I don't see nothing.
What the fuck, bro?
I can't. I thought that was a shadow.
Bro.
I don't see nothing.
Disappeared.
Dude, I'm feeling all types of weird right now, dude. You gotta understand, there's no lights out there. The only thing that we can see is the moonlight that's reflecting off of the snow outside. And right in the middle of the bridge, we both see what looks like a almost transparent black figure of some sort, just standing in the middle of the bridge.
Dude, I swear to God, I just saw something run past, like, outside. Something moved. What is that? Do you see that right there?
Where's the bridge? Circle it. Dude, I don't see what the hell
is that. There's just a figure, just staring at us. It looked like it was facing us from on top of the bridge, not moving, standing still. Do you see that right there?
Zoom in.
Dude, what is that?
We don't know what's showing up on the camera, his cell phone camera at all. We're just fixated on it. And then it turns around and it bolts.
Dude, what is that? Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving. What the fuck is that? Oh, dude.
When it ran, it looked more unnatural than I've seen anything move.
I couldn't even see nothing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna come right out and say it. The creepiest thing ever, probably in the history of what has happened so far in my haunted house, officially happened last night. Officially, 100%. So far, nothing can top this one. So, my fiance and I were laying in bed, going to sleep. Great British Baking Show is obviously playing in the background. Nothing else can relax me more. And he's like, stop taking the covers, stop pulling the covers off me. Mind you, I'm pretty much asleep. I am not moving. I am a log at this point. So I scooch my boot all the way to the other side of the bed, so where we are not touching, there is no way he can tell me that I'm pulling the covers off of him. So he turns the TV off. We are now falling asleep in silence, and out of nowhere, literally nowhere, at the same exact time, we both hear, Mom, Mom. Excuse me, I am not a mother. We both heard it. And it was coming from the bottom, like where your feet are, like that part of the bed. So I'm literally at a loss for words. The only thing I do know is that around the 1920s, 1930s, there was a fire in this home, in my house, that a family was in, and I've read that they did not make it out. So, like, I don't get it.
Man, no.
But as we begin walking back towards base camp, we all hear something terrifying.
What the hell screaming like that?
What's going on? Someone screaming?
That was a scream.
Yeah.
It's the entrance to the dark cell where what sounded like a little girl screaming in terror came from. Earlier, we interviewed Dawn, who told us a little girl's spirit haunts the dark cell.
The dark cell is rumored to be haunted by a young girl who went down to the river to play and fell in and drowned.
Having checked the outside perimeter of the prison and finding no one around the train tracks, we conclude that this mysterious scream cannot be debunked.
Damn, rest in peace to that little girl, man.
This boy was in the kitchen getting a snack when he heard this. He bolts upstairs to his mom's room panicking, and that's when it gets worse.
Upstairs, came busting in my room, jumping all over my bed, hiding in the corner, screaming and hollering, saying he didn't want to die. Somebody was in the house, telling me to get mine. We started hearing footsteps. I mean, big, heavy feet coming up the steps. I'm terrified. I throw my robe on. I push him into the room with his brothers.
She then searches the house, but doesn't find anyone.
Y'all looked at that camera, and I pulled up the last clip, and I heard that person on that camera say, "How did you find me? My heart fell in my stomach."
Ever since the incident, the poor kid can't even go downstairs by himself.
Crazy.
Okay, all jokes aside, Appalachia really does have the scariest shit. Like, did you know there's a plot of land in Appalachia that is so haunted? They have a plaque commemorating getting rid of the demon. And I only know about it because I did so much research for this week's episode, but I literally can't sleep now. So this ill-proportioned man is Adam Livingston. In the 1700s, he was tormented by a poltergeist in his home after he buried a stranger in an unmarked grave on his property. I mean, what did you think was going to happen? Legend has it that one night in West Virginia, a traveling stranger came to Adam's place and told him that he was dying. He asked for a priest to be fetched for his last rites, but Adam wouldn't go get one. AKA, his wife was like, "Please don't leave me alone with this man." So the stranger died, but Adam didn't even know his name, so he just buried him in an unmarked grave in the back of his yard and got back to work. And that's when it just went full conjuring in his home. He came outside to see that his chickens had randomly been beheaded. Adam said at night it sounded like there was a horse upstairs, like that's how loud the stomping was. But one night, Adam has a dream, and in the dream, he thinks he sees the man that can help him. And the haunting stopped after he went and got this man, who ended up being a Catholic priest like the stranger wanted. They blessed the grave, and if you visit, you can see where they marked his burial site. For more Appalachian horror, check out this week's episode.
But he died and he just buried him on his property like that?
On May 24th of 2023, at around 10 p.m., a baby monitor captures something pretty spooky on camera. This video was posted by Marquette Jean, who's concerned for the safety of her daughter, as something very strange was captured inside her child's bedroom. The video begins with her daughter, who appears to be staring blankly at the window that's behind the camera. It's unknown as to what exactly it is that she's seeing, but whatever it might be, it seems to have her full attention. She continues to stare at this window, when suddenly, the camera picks up movement from inside the room. But, as we can see in the footage, nothing is moving. Now, the family used to have a cat, and the camera would often pick up the cat's movement, but no cat is seen here, as their cat had passed away in August of last year. However, as Marquette watches the baby monitor, this happens.
They need to close that window. Whoa. Was that the spirit of the cat?
Is there a cat in here? Is there a cat in here? No. Oh, sorry. Love you, night. Are you okay? What's wrong? No, it's okay. I was just checking on you. Good night. I love you.
It's scary.
Huh?
It's
Scary.
You're scary?
Huh?
Why?
It's a monster.
A monster in the window.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
Marquette checks the window and finds nothing there. Although creeped out by her daughter's response, she's more unsettled by the supposed apparition caught on camera. The family believes this may have been the spirit of the cat that they once had, but later passed away due to cancer. Whether ghost or not, Marquette and her daughter are shaken up by this footage. Like all videos, the question is begged, just what exactly had occurred that night?
Right. That was craziness.
This story is so creepy that I have to force myself to stop thinking about it. It came from one of my followers that wants to stay anonymous, but the basis of her story was seeing a person that was not human. And I know that sounds crazy, but just listen to this. So she starts by explaining that she was using the bathroom in public one day, and as she's sitting in the stall doing her business, she hears the door open. And you know how the bathroom stalls, at least here in America, have those huge cracks where you can kind of peek out and others, unfortunately, can peek in if they really wanted to? Well, as she's sitting there on the toilet, she hears someone come in, so she kind of leans over to peek out and see who's in there with her because she notices that this person doesn't go into a stall. When she looks out, she sees this lady standing in front of the bathroom mirror, and she's just standing there, kind of smiling at herself in the mirror. The girl in the bathroom stall that sent me this story is thinking, okay, this is kind of weird, but she's just gonna mind her own business. She peeks out a couple more times, and this girl is still standing there in front of the mirror, just making different facial expressions at herself. Now at this point, she's already finished up with what she went in there to do, but she isn't really sure that she wants to get out of the stall and leave while this lady is still in there because she wants to avoid any awkwardness. She doesn't think that the girl standing at the mirror even knows that she's in the bathroom with her, and she doesn't want to embarrass her or anything, so she's just kind of waiting it out. But then she starts to hear these really strange noises. They're almost like these weird guttural grunts, like this girl is trying to find her voice. She's doing it repeatedly, over and over again, but as she's doing it, her voice is changing and forming more into a normal talking voice. Now the girl in the stall is positive that she's not leaving. She's officially freaked out. She said that it almost sounded like the girl was trying to mimic human speech. And she's still just standing there, kind of leaned over with her face pretty close to the mirror, watching herself make these different facial expressions and making these strange noises. But then her eyes dart over because she sees movement in the girl's stall. Once this thing realizes that she's not alone in the bathroom, she immediately stands up straight and walks out. And the girl in the stall who sent me this story ended by saying, whatever it was knew what it needed to do to blend itself into human society. So my mind can't help but wonder, what was it if not human, and why is it trying to mimic human form?
Y'all can answer that in the comments.
Cheese. Cheese.
Uh-oh.
What you doing?
Whoa.
What you see?
Papa.
What? What you see?
Hi.
Who are you saying hi to? Who are you saying hi to? Dude, you need to stop that. You're freaking me out. Come on.
SpongeBob night.
SpongeBob night. Whoa.
Liam, come here. Liam, right now.
Whoa.
What is happening? Okay, I'm calling your mom. Just stay right here.
Whoa.
I wish I could be a pirate again.
You do?
Yeah.
When were you a pirate?
I was a long time ago when you weren't alive, and then I shrunk into a little kid. And I never could be a pirate again.
Did you guys hear about that 911 operator who got a call at 3:30 in the morning from an abandoned funeral home? If you didn't, I'm about to play it for you. But please keep in mind, this is a funeral home where nobody is currently working. Cops drive by it later to see if anybody was there. It's abandoned, the lights are out, nobody's working. And you can just very faintly hear someone talking.
911, this is Erica. How can I help you? Hello?
What? I didn't know what he was saying.
While a man named John was live streaming with a few friends, his stomach dropped when he saw something chilling in the background of one of their videos.
And a couple of more pieces. I do like RJ Barrett, but I don't know, it might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say you just build off of those people. Was that a ghost?
I just personally... Oh, yo, Junebug, chill out.
Yo, that wasn't even a person.
Junebug, chill out. I ain't got time for this. Yo, did we catch a ghost on screen?
In the bottom left video behind Chris, a dark figure was caught walking by. This terrifying figure walked into view and quickly went behind Chris to the left. And although Chris didn't see this figure, it looks like he felt something's presence. The other guys on the stream pointed this out, but none of them could come up with an explanation. So did the group accidentally catch proof of the paranormal? I'll let you decide.
They sure did. They sure did.
Want to get creeped out? This is creepy. There is a small town in Wisconsin called St. Nacience. Sorry, feel free to yell at me. I did look it up, but it just made it worse. Anyways, this town has a very eerie history. The town was founded by a priest named Father Ambrose Oshwald. He fled religious persecution in Germany and arrived in Wisconsin in 1854. So he fled because he was not only a priest, but also a mystic. He believed that he possessed a gift of healing, and he also studied the properties of plants and herbs. So the Roman Catholic Church had suspended him due to his mystical, prophetic, and heretical works. However, his congregation followed him. They really believed in him. And they formed a society called the Association, based on communal living and shared property. The priest passed away in 1873, and strange events began to unfold. The residents of the town started to report mysterious pounding on the walls of their homes. And this was happening throughout the whole town. His body, when viewed before the burial, showed no signs of decay. His skin was said to have a lifelike complexion, and his hair and fingernails had continued to grow. That happens. So the complexion thing is weird. A judge even warned against burying him, not believing that this priest was truly dead. His tomb has since become a topic of fascination and fear. Over the years, the town has faced multiple natural disasters and numerous bizarre occurrences. The events have contributed to the town's reputation of being one of the most haunted towns in Wisconsin. It was 53 years after he passed away that his complexion was still great, which is really strange. There was also a man named Anton that stayed with the priest while he was sick and while he was dying. During that time, he would see the priest gesturing to invisible people. He would extend his hand in blessing and then signal someone away. Yet Anton saw no one else in the room. The night that he passed away, there was mysterious pounding on his walls as well. His tomb wasn't yet complete, so he wasn't buried immediately. So he passed away February 26th. On April 29th, they examined him before placing him into the chamber. His body had not decayed. There was no odor of corruption. His eyes had sunken in, but he still had a lifelike complexion with growing hair and fingernails. A huge shout out to Lauren, who got me pictures of this place and even told me about it because I had no idea, and I've tagged her in this video. And thank you, Lauren. You are the best. Anyways, have you guys ever heard of this? I haven't heard of most things, so I might be late to the party. Anyways, see you next time.
But he didn't even decompose?
Mary is a nursing student from the Philippines who was at home one day with her little brother, recording a demonstration video for her YouTube channel in preparation for her final exam, when they captured something unexpected during the practice.
There you go. Okay na? Now that I have introduced myself to the patient, verified the client's Now that I have introduced myself to the patient, explained the procedure, and asked for his consent, verified the client's identity, and provide...
Ano ito?
Whoa, what happened?
Sige na. 1, 2, 3, go. Now that I have introduced myself to the patient,
What is happening?
The light flashes for a brief moment, and then just off camera the closet door slams shut on its own, startling Mary and her brother, and making them run out of the room completely. Mary then made a follow-up video showcasing the closet in question, and that's when things get even more creepy.
So this is where it all began, and this is the cabinet. And I'm actually very afraid to touch it or open it. I'm very sorry for the mess. So as you can see, this cabinet is full of clothes and no person can actually, oh my gosh, fit inside here.
Oh, back up.
And this is where my brother stood. And this is the light switch. So my brother was videotaping me. Filming here. I was standing here and my brother was standing here. And the lights actually started to flicker before the cabinet opened. And actually before that we were actually experiencing weird things. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm very scared. But this is what it looks like inside. Tabi-tabi po.
Oh no, don't do that.
No
don't
person
do that.
can actually fit inside here. It was actually me and my brother inside this room. And right now I'm not sleeping inside this room. I'm sleeping in my parents' room.
Mary is now too afraid to sleep inside her own bedroom, and with good reason too. Because if you didn't notice, a creepy voice can be heard while she was showcasing the closet.
And actually before that we were actually experiencing weird things.
Yeah.
She eventually decided to set up a home security camera inside her bedroom in order to see what evidence she may find. Late one night, just a little while after midnight, she captures something utterly terrifying.
The hell is that smoke? Oh. Is that smoke? Did you see it?
An electric fan inside the room turns on by itself, and then some strange smoke rises up out of nowhere.
Hell no.
And an orb also appears just moments before the fan turns off again on its own. And just mere minutes later, she captures this.
Oh! Nah. Something is definitely going on in there. What?
And it's not just at night time too. A little earlier on in the day, and things were even worse.
What happened? Oh, the door's
It's
closing.
very faint and hard to notice, but as we enhance the footage, you can see as a shadow moves towards the closet and goes inside, just shortly before it slams shut on its own.
Something ain't right with this place.
But the
Hell
worst
nah.
is yet to come.
The worst?
If you missed it, take a look again. A hand can be seen reaching out from the closet, as if whatever that shadow was manifested into a physical form within the closet. As we saw earlier, Mary's closet is quite small and very cluttered, so there isn't much space for a person to be hiding inside. The only link she has that could possibly explain these paranormal events is that one day when she was outside with her boyfriend, they witnessed a terrible accident, and her boyfriend, who is a trained medical professional, went to aid the person in need, but it looks like it was too late, and the man passed away, only for his spirit to follow Mary home.
Hell no.
Now this next video was submitted to me by Rachel K, who works at a retirement home where something very strange was recently caught on camera. The story goes that a few days ago, a cleaning crew was sent to clean the second floor of this building. They were sent there to clean up the rooms, but most importantly, a pile of cat litter that a child had accidentally dropped while visiting their grandma. So as requested, they cleaned up the second floor, but right when they were halfway done cleaning up, this happens.
Yeah, that's vegetarian. Vegan would be like no cheese.
Oh, that's disgusting. Or the vegan cheese.
Or the vegan cheese.
Vegan cheese.
That would be.
Okay.
I'm not
Nervous
the only
laugh.
one that heard that.
Well, there was this one time when I was in this hallway and
She's slow as hell in the back. Look. She's still running. They got out of there. I don't see nothing. Unless I missed it, I don't see nothing right now.
Out of nowhere, what looks like footprints suddenly appear on the carpet. No other footprints appear anywhere else, except here. This is interesting, considering the color of the prints. They look quite similar to the coloration of the cat litter. Seeing how close it is to the cat sand, it doesn't seem far-fetched to think that a pair of feet had set foot on the powdery substance. But the question is though, just how exactly did a pair of footprints appear without there being someone present? Earlier, the group had heard a strange noise from down the hall. Then moments later, they rush out in a panic frenzy after hearing a loud noise. Rachel K, the person who sent me this, thinks that the noise had some connection to the footprints. After all, the second floor of this retirement home is thought to be haunted. Whether or not this explains the footprints remains inconclusive, but as with most videos, you be the judge. How exactly did the footprints manifest on the carpet?
I don't know at all. I don't have a clue about that one.
I know y'all seen that white girl video. She live in the Appalachian Mountains. She's talking about she clean the inside and the outside of her windows because she don't like pollen buildup. Then one day she looking out the window and she see handprints on her stuff like this. She literally showed the handprints in the video. It's like this, like somebody looking into her place. She go check one of her 5 Ring cameras. It caught nothing. It caught nothing. She said there's no way to get on up to that window without being caught on camera. She caught nothing. But again, she said she live in the Appalachian Mountains. After all I hear, I wouldn't dare take my black ass up there. But you know, they do it. They do it. I think they love it for the thrill. You know what I mean? Then on top of that, she said she wake up to her dog going berserk in her room because she don't even like being out and about in her house when it's dark. So her dog sleeping there with her because she ain't gonna let her dog be out there. She said she wake up to her dog going crazy and the hair standing up on his back. He's barking at the door. She said she jump off the bed and she locked the door. Black approved because don't go check it out. She didn't go check it out. Black approved. You're gonna have to blow the door off the hinges to come get me out of this room. Anyways, she wakes in the morning, she go out there. She said she had 2 Stanley cups upside down on a drying mat. They was both in the sink right next to each other, stood up. And it happened not once, but twice. This is the part that clears me. She go ask the landlord, do he have any history on the house? Like who was there before her? Woo, woo, woo. He said, no, we just bought the property and rented it out. Thought it'd be a good opportunity. She goes searching. She found the person living in the house. He died in the house. She said he just was an old veteran, whatever. The family name is listed in the obituary, so she looking at the family. She found somebody in obituary that lives still in the area. His son. Why is the landlord pictured with the son that he said he didn't even know about? So you knew that man died in that house. You still sold that house to that girl without even telling her.
Of course.
That's fishy. That's fishy.
Of course.
Girl, I would have been world's fastest packer. I don't even play like that. Handprints, loud crashes. And you know when animals get to going crazy, it's raps. Girl, she's talking about she's still under lease, so she can't do anything about it. Well, baby, I have 50,000 things you can do about it. Oh, hell no. Like, literally, I reposted the video so you didn't have to go look for it. But, baby, like, good riddance. Alex, get the hell out of that house, girl.
She is funny as hell.
Tell me a ghost story that sounds completely unbelievable, but is entirely true. I'll go first.
I got one for you.
So when I was 19, I moved into this house after a breakup, and I found this room on Facebook Marketplace. This girl was selling her room or whatever, subleasing it, and it was, I think, $250 a month, and I was like, yeah, let's go. So I moved into this place, and it is a very old home. It was made out of local stone.
Damn.
And it was on this block that all the houses were made out of local stone, and if they weren't made out of local stone, they would not still be standing. I'll just say that. They're very old. So this house had been converted into separate apartments, and I was living in a room that you had to walk through a bathroom to get to, and this room was also connected to another bedroom, but we just put like furniture in front of it, so it kind of felt like a bedroom. So that's where I was staying. And the first night that I was sleeping there, I was woken up out of a dream, don't know what I was dreaming about, and I saw this woman just like hovering over me.
What?
And I looked at her for a few seconds, and when she realized I was looking at her, I just saw her eyes get really wide, and she looked nervous, and she disappeared. And I've never really given that a lot of credit because I was waking up out of a dream. You know, sometimes you just see things.
No the hell.
I don't know. But then the next day when I was leaving to go do something else, you know, I was opening my door, going through the bathroom to get out of the house. I swore that I saw someone like crouched in the corner of the shower.
Oh my goodness.
And I thought that was weird. But because the night before and how I was like, that was probably just a dream. I'm probably just paranoid right now. I'm not going to give it any credit. So time goes on, right? And I get a cat. Love the little thing. She's precious. And it gets to a point where, you know, I'm 19. I'm a full-time college student. Her food was more expensive than mine, and I couldn't afford to keep her anymore. So one of my friends took her, and I noticed as soon as she was gone that things started to get a little hairy. Like from that day forward till I moved out, every single day something happened. Didn't matter if it was daytime, nighttime, or anything. But that little figure that I had seen crouched in the shower was a little boy. And he was very upset that my cat was not there anymore.
Yeah.
So what did he do? He terrorized me. Like, it got to the point where I had to rearrange my room, so when I would wake up and roll over in the middle of the night, I wouldn't see him because he would stand in the corner where I had my cat's stuff, as if like protesting that she was gone. And that was every single night from that point on. During the day, I would have hangers and clothes fly out of my closet. Did not matter. Door would open, closet and clothes would just fall out. And it became a normal thing, you know, like I would see him and I wouldn't think twice about it because I didn't want to engage. I didn't want to encourage it. So what I would do is I wouldn't say anything. If he was really scaring me, I'd go to someone else's house. I just dip out because, you know, like child spirits, you don't really know if it's a real child or not. I think this was a real child because he was just throwing tantrums and taking it all out on me. The scariest thing that ever happened with him, though, was I was doing laundry one day. I guess my cat had probably been gone for a couple months now, and I'd become adjusted to seeing him. It wasn't anything new.
Crazy.
And I was folding my laundry on my bed, and I watched him crawl out of my closet, look at me, and crawl underneath my bed. It actually makes me sick to my stomach, even thinking about it, because I don't know if you've seen any scary movie. It was horrifying. So yeah, I dipped. I didn't come back for like 2 days because that was horrifying. And before I left, though, I did get on my hands and knees and look under the bed to see if he was there. One of the bravest moments of my life, he wasn't. And at that point, I was already done. You know, I didn't care that I didn't see him. I was done. So, I mean, my laundry was clean. It didn't matter. I dipped. And from that point on, It never got that bad again, but he was almost always in the shower when I would be leaving. And the way that our bathroom is set up, like the mirror faced the shower, and there would be times where like I would be getting ready, crying. I would be getting ready, and I would see his little stinking head pop up in the mirror.
Hell no.
And I had to start sleeping with a face mask because I would roll over in the middle of the night and he would either be in the corner of my cat's stuff or he would be at the end of my bed or he'd be in another corner. Like it was something straight out of
I believe you, but I don't believe you. How can you get so, I don't know, maybe you can adapt to anything and just be cool with seeing scary figures in your room, and I don't know. It's just tough.
Insidious. And I'd say that's one of the worst ghost stories I have at that house, definitely, because I never saw that woman again. There was one figure I kept seeing in the kitchen, but I never saw their face. They only stood with their back to me. So, you know, I think our timelines were just crossing or something, but no one else in the house that lived there ever had any encounters that I know of.
Wow.
And yeah, so that's how I was terrorized by a little child, ghost, spirit, for having to get rid of a cat, for being poor, essentially.
Damn.
This video was taken by a security camera placed inside this girl's bedroom to monitor her. It is around 11 p.m. and well past her bedtime, yet she decides to play with some toys while in bed, when something utterly terrifying happens.
Hey, can you play with me? Sure, I'll play with you. So I'll let you play with me, yeah. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, yum, doo, doo.
Where's the music coming from? Uh-oh. Under the bed? Man, don't go under there. Hell nah. What? Bro, what? Why that joint glitching like that?
Let's go, let's go.
At 11 o'clock at night under the bed, you ain't gonna answer no question. What the hell is that? Am I tripping? Am I seeing something?
A toy lights up on its own. Even creepier, it starts to play the same song she's singing, as if to lure her under the bed.
Whoa.
And when she goes to check it out, something swiftly pulls her under the bed.
Hell nah.
Her mum is convinced that something sinister lurks underneath, and has since moved her daughter to another room and locked the door for safety. But viewers kept asking if she had checked under the bed herself to see what's there. That's when this happens.
So I've been getting a lot of questions. People have been asking me, have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed? No, we haven't. We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared.
They got the door closed? Is it the daytime at least? They go in there at night. Here we go.
It should not be this scary right now.
Back up. Cause something might be up under there. Oh shit. Uh-oh. 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 Why is she moving so slow? The fuck?
Oh my god.
There was a baby under there.
Underneath the bed lies a creepy doll which suddenly begins moving.
What?
Instantly sending chills down her spine
That look real.
and sending the woman running away. She has now locked the door again, and nobody has entered ever since.
Goodness.
Viewers suggested that the doll was mechanical, to which she explains that it's a stuffed plastic doll.
So for those of you saying that the doll is mechanical and that's how it moved, that doll is plastic, that doll is stuffed. I checked, I looked at Amazon. There is no way that thing should have moved like that.
She does some research on the house and discovers this.
So a lot of you guys have asked me if we've done any research on the house, and I did. I found out that some of the past people that have lived here have had some ghostly encounters. I learned that it was built near, not on, but near a cemetery. Yeah, I don't know. We're at a loss. We really love our home.
But
we don't want to have to leave it, so we're trying to figure out what to do.
She then gives a quick house tour.
So a few of you guys have actually asked for a tour of the house. So here's the master bedroom. Here is the hallway. We don't go in there anymore.
But they love their home.
Here's our living room. And here's the outside.
Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary with the house. So could it be that the haunting was caused by the location being near a cemetery? Or does the creepy moving doll have something to do with it? Or perhaps both?
That is crazy.
Regardless, this
That is crazy.
completely terrifying.
Alright guys, that was another TikTok compilation. That was some paranormal, scary, creepy stuff going on. If you made it this far, you a real one for real. Make sure you put that in the comments, man. Make sure you put that in the comments. But like I say, I got a TikTok playlist. If you into this stuff, you can binge watch, but I would say proceed with caution. It's some scary stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on inside of those compilations that'll have your mind like, but till next time, man, self-love and positivity. Fire Squad, I got you and you know it.